This is gonna sound dumb, but it's extremely bumpy out here.
Sitting on the couch with nothing better to do. Let's go watch bikers. 'Cause nothing beats a rainy afternoon. When you got bikers. Subscribing like this.
Good morning, y'all. The morning of the cobbler. You can see it's a little chilly out here. Can you see? I am starting in wave 2 this morning. I'm feeling good, feeling strong mentally, physically, but you never know with an event like this. Waiting for the shoe to drop? Hope not. Got the bike all ready to go, got my stuff all ready to go. I'm just kind of warming up a little bit, like literally like not warming up, just like being warm. Yeah, I'm excited to get out there. You could tell already it's I think it's gonna be a gorgeous day here in Bakersfield, California.
It turns out, friends, there was not wave starts at this year's cobbler. Maybe I heard a little smaller attendance than expected. I have no idea if that's like a thing worth talking about. I am not going to. I just don't know. But what it did result in, I guess, was a little more traffic at the start. Hey, get out of my way. Just kidding. That's silly. But as we get into the off-road sections, you know, the traffic's going to take a little while to clear out. We'll kind of have to be cautious of other riders, possibly, you know, some of the most kind of dangerous times in off-road riding are moments like these. But, you know, as we get into these hills east of Bakersfield, we're going to spread out and we'll find our spots soon enough. As we're checking out some of these early miles, getting out of the Lake Ming area, what are Greg's goals for the cobbler? And pretty much all events? Maybe not, maybe different like for cyclocross, but in terms of longer endurance events, let me tell you, last year I feel like my fitness somehow was stronger, improving. I think it still is improving to some extent, but yet just last year, the sea otter, the lost and found, the grasshopper that I did, I don't remember, Ukiah Mendo, a series of bonks, just poor fueling and feeling bad out there and kind of letting myself down, not in a way that, you know, I'm crying about, you know, or losing sleep about, well, maybe losing a little sleep. So really goals is just food, just eating, riding my ride, pushing myself, but not being too nuts, and, you know, try to sustain kind of a level of engagement or just to try to avoid dark miles, really. The cobbler always has a mix of some road miles and, you know, dirt sections, and you could follow me or look at my info on Strava. Keep in mind there are lots of the course that are on private property, and also a lot of the course that, because it's just this kind of, I guess you would say like random, it feels random to me. Some of the trails that you are doing off-road are just kind of like made up. Sometimes the dirt to pavement ratio isn't 100% accurate, but, you know, the Rock Cobbler is a ride where maybe clicking off a few road miles with some friends is nice, so that you can focus on the hard stuff.
It's 12 o'clock somewhere!
Let me know in the comments, is the phrase "it's 12 o'clock somewhere" a thing, or is it's 5 o'clock somewhere, or both? Let me know. Because of the direction of the course, we went through this local honky-tonk way earlier than I had ever been through. But people were still hanging out. That's cool.
Let's see,
and then we're
what
just
is going on here?
getting into it. You could start to see the blue skies and things warming up.
Okay, 13 miles in. That's good. Yeah. Don't really want to talk right now, but definitely having a mentality check-in. I think 13 miles in, it's a good time for that.
No surprise, out searching for a kinder tide. Just tell me where the good ones hide. They all in love with no guide. Alleyways, check out the Willie Nelson braids. And there's the Ouroboros snake, he's gone to waste, choking on his tail. Oh, now here I go, turn around and heading through the door. No, can't be sure, think I've seen her face before, and then
All of these roads look kind of familiar to me here at this is my 5th or 6th year at the Cobbler, but there are much better videos to watch, Gravel Bike California, that like explain like where you're at, the regions, which directions, east, west you're going, you know. It's not really Greg's thing, you know. Wish it was sometimes. I just don't know. And I don't want to know. Just enjoying it. Anywho, feeling pretty good. If you missed it in previous vids, riding the Ibis Haka, I have a 50 millimeter specialized, it might be called a tracer, a little more aggressive up front, and I have a 45 specialized, might be called something else on the back, and that's about as big as I could get in the Haka in terms of front and rear tire size. I thought that maybe a skinnier tire might be, but look at this. A skinnier tire might be faster in the dry conditions, but in actuality, what has happened in the dry conditions is all of these like hoof marks and various things have just like become like a concrete, just inter-lane mix of speed bump, very, very bumpy.
Hoo-yah.
by the law of contrition, rose to the top of the room like smoke. But the joke was on me. Yes, the joke was on me. Yeah, the joke was on me.
Yeah, thanks for the old school. Yeah. No. Something stupid is my tire pressure is definitely not dialed too firm, but I'm feeling good otherwise, and I've not been wanting to stop to let some out. But for Bike Vids viewers, that's stupid. I should just pause and let some out. I'm almost to the second rest stop. You!
In the era of high carb mix and hydration packs, there were definitely some people that didn't stop at some of the aid stations. I didn't stop at the first one, but I'm just carrying 2 bottles, and I'm stopping. I'm trying not to mess around, but I saw people like just go through, and maybe I would catch them a little bit up the road. That's their thing. I chatted with a friend, and he said one of his goals was actually to not stop. Respect. But yeah, I find personally just a quick minute or two off the bike goes a long way. It makes up time, if that makes sense.
You good? Yeah,
hey,
thank you.
For fun, you want to talk results right now, because I don't know if you're going to be sticking around. I hope you do. I was out on course for about 5 hours, 43 minutes. I got 95th overall. I think maybe in my gender, or or maybe that's just overall. 88th in my gender, 17th out of 74 in my age group. All of this, very happy. You know, like, I felt at the end of the ride, I felt good. And then there's that kind of, like, I guess, idea, well, if I felt too good, could I have gone harder in some parts? You know, maybe a little bit, but I'm not even going to go there. I definitely met my goals, you know, which was to avoid bonking and to avoid dark miles. You know, I more or less enjoyed myself entirely at the Rock Cobbler 13.
Euphoric moment, climbing, feeling good. You know, listening to Jethro Tull. Love these feelings. They're not fully real. I mean, it's like total, your body just shooting you up with a bunch of good feelings because of the exercise and beauty. But gotta appreciate them when they come.
A time for celebration. I did it, I paid my dues. The people that are around me, they're my family and friends. A diploma, it was handed. I did it, I saw the end. I had a device, and it tested the chemicals of things, the outcome that it listed, and the battles that it brings. It fell into sight. Instructions were rather a mess. The looks that were given and the women that we kissed.
In case you're wondering what the magic food combination was on this day that basically got me through more or less unscathed, just water, coconut water, Science and Sport gels, Nature Made, I think is the brand, fig bars, bananas, and then the secret weapon pulled out probably at about 5 to 6 miles to go, Ritz cheesy cracker sandwiches, minis. That's what did it for me. I could have used a little more electrolyte. I was kind of starting to cramp towards the end, which is not normally Greg's thing. But yeah, let me know some of your favorite food items that worked for you or didn't at the cobbler.
Uh-oh. You want to do this together? Or
Do what?
help him? Or do you need help?
I might.
FYI, I did catch up to the guy on the hardtail who did not stop and help, but we don't like to throw people under the bus here at Bike Vids. He said he was struggling, just barely kind of hanging on to what he was doing. I think we've probably all been there, but I was glad I got to help out a little bit there with the moto.
Jesus. I don't know what you kind of call these sections, like orienteering, you know, no trail. Thank you. Holy fuck. Fuck. I'll walk this. All right, y'all. I don't want to look at the miles yet, but I will say I'm feeling okay. I'm a little worried, like I'm sweating super hard. So, wait, hang on, this is not a good time for this. Yeah, so feeling pretty good. Sweating hard, and just think need to keep drinking and eating. There's only one more aid stop, and then after that it's like 20 miles to the end. So
I chatted with a new buddy of mine. I want to say maybe Christopher or Jason. He had a fairly new DV9 hardtail. A lot of hardtails out on course. Making sections like these just probably so fun. You know, got some 2.4s on there, unlock that front suspension, and just kind of, you know, I would say make it probably more fun versus like sketchy, right? So yeah, who knows? Maybe one of these years I'll ride a hardtail for fun. Let me know if you rode your hardtail and if you think that was the right call.
all right, folks, about 15 miles to go. The GoPro's dead. I'm feeling strong. Maybe it'll have a little juice left for the finish. Whoa.
Boulder Cobbler finisher in the form of Tony Marengo. All right, and actually a few names here we gotta get cut off because Blaine Bowling can't do that. Blaine Walker, shout out.
Good morning, folks. It's the day after the cobbler. Oh my gosh, it's like that Ava Max song. Every time I cry, I get a little bit stronger. I feel the cobbler is a test. I mean, all kind of big event rides or races kind of are in a sense, but there's something about the cobbler that, I don't know, it's just a little bit different in that way. You know, when the voices get loud, I'm turning them down, feeling like my body's, you know, I don't know what she says, you know, that darn Ava Max, but either way, it was pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm excited to look at the footage and see what I was talking about out there. And all right, y'all, thanks for watching this episode of Bike Vids. I hope you're out riding your bikes, being safe, having fun, and as they say, if you've made it this far in the video, please like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you out there. Peace.
Right on.
No crashies, no flatties, no whammies.
It looks like they got that memo out asking all the good-looking people to line up near the back. So, all right.
And no shade on last year's crew, but this is a much better looking crew than last year.
Some of these people, stunning. Yeah, absolutely. Greatly depleting the world's content.